पश्यन्नात्मनि मायया बहिरिवोद्भूतं यथा निद्रया यः साक्षात् कुरुते प्रबोधसमये स्वात्मानमेवाद्वयम् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बीजस्यान्तरिवाङ्कुरोर्जगदिदं प्राङ्निर्विकल्पं पुनः मायाकल्पितदेशकालकलना वैचित्र्यचित्रीकृतं मायावीव विजृम्भयत्यपि महायोगी वयस्वेच्छया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये यस्यैव स्फुरणं सदात्मकमसत्कल्पार्थकं भासते साक्षात् तत्त्वमसीति वेदवचसा यो बोधयत्याश्रितान् यत् साक्षात्करणात् भवेन्न पुनरावृत्तिर्भवाम्भोनिधौ तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये ज्ञानाच्छिद्रघटोदरस्थितमहादीपप्रभाभास्वरम् ज्ञानं यस्य तु चक्षुरादिकरणद्वारा बहिः स्पन्दते जानामीति तमेव भान्तमनुभात्ये तत्समस्तं जगत् तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये देहं प्राणमपीन्द्रियाण्यपि चलां बुद्धिं च शून्यं विदुः स्त्रीबालान्धजडोपमास्त्वहमिति भ्रान्ता भृशं वादिनः मायाशक्तिविलासकल्पितमहाव्यामोहसंहारिणे तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये राहुग्रस्तदिवाकरेन्दुसदृशो मायासमाच्छादनात् सन्मात्रः करणोपसंहरणतो यो भूत्सुषुप्तः पुमान् प्रागस्वाप्समिति प्रबोधसमये यः प्रत्यभिज्ञायते तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये बाल्यादिष्वपि जाग्रदादिषु तथा सर्वास्वस्थास्वपि व्यावृत्तास्वनुवर्तमानमहमित्यन्तः स्फुरं तं सदा स्वात्मानं प्रकटीकरोति भजतां यो मुद्रया भद्रया तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये विश्वं पश्यति कार्यकारणतया स्वस्वामि सम्बन्धतः शिष्याचार्यतया तथैव पितृपुत्राद्यात्मना भेदतः स्वप्ने जाग्रति वा एष पुरुषो माया परिभ्रामितः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये भूरम्भांस्य नलो नीलोऽम्बरमहल्नाथो हिमांशुः पुमान् इत्याभाति चराचरात्मकमिदं यस्यैव मूर्त्यष्टकम् नान्यत्किञ्चन विद्यते विमृशतां यस्मात् परस्माद्विभोः तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये तस्मै श्रीगुरुमूर्तये नमः इदं श्रीदक्षिणामूर्तये सर्वात्मत्वमिति स्फुटीकृतमिदं यस्मादमुष्मिंस्तवे तेनास्य श्रवणात् तदर्थमननाध्यानाच्च सङ्कीर्तनात् सर्वात्मत्वमहाविभूतिसहितं स्यादीश्वरत्वं स्वतः सिद्ध्येतत् पुनरष्टधा परिणतं चैश्वर्यमव्याहतम् सिद्ध्येतत् पुनरष्टधा परिणतं चैश्वर्यमव्याहतम्
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Are the last benchers able to hear? He asked me to get up. Increase the volume. Now is it better? We are reading the 18th mantra. Asangoham chidatmaham iti pratyagatmani niveshite वृत्ति रहिते संस्कार शेषमात्रतया सूक्ष्म स्वरूपेण अवस्थिते चित्ते आत्मनः स्वरूपभूत परमानंदो निरंतरम सम्यक आविर्भूयात्. The experience where the experiencer is not born is the experience which is beyond the involvement of any known means of knowledge. We have got three kinds of experiences through the known means of knowledge. One experience is that of the world which has got the five objects, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Through the sense organs we experience the world. And therefore we say, I have seen, I have heard, I have smelled. So that experience which involves the sense organs, there the experiencer is born. Then the second experience is through the mind. So through the mind we have got the experience of different kinds of emotions. See, I was feeling so good. Like the kids write, Swamiji, I love you. So how they write? Swamiji, I love, spelling of love is L-O-O-O-O-O and at the end V-E. I love you. See, there also the I, the experiencer, is born. Then comes the third means of knowledge, that is intellect. In intellect, the experience is conceptual. See? So, the truth is neither having any attributes like Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. The truth is not an emotion, as well as the truth is not a concept. Now, if we delete these three, I have not forgotten, don't sympathize with me. Now, this experience, we cannot speak of, we cannot explain. See, once I was in Pittsburgh, and after the talk was over, the professor said, Mr. Swami, you have presented the concepts very well. I said, my dear sir, you are a professor is a concept. You are American is a concept. You are successful is a concept. You are is not a concept. See? What one person tells a success, for other person it is a failure. See? I successfully got my divorce. See? Therefore, this experience is explained in this mantra. Asangoham. Now here we don't have to do anything. Only come to recognize. Attachment is an illusion. When we know the mirage waters are only illusions, will we go on talking, thinking about it? You know, when I was coming, I saw such a beautiful mirage waters. No. We don't talk about it. Asangoham. So whenever we come to this conclusion, attachment is an illusion, then the I will not be born. So asangoham, then chidatmaham. Now I am conscious being. This is not a qualified existence. See? Qualified existence is I am man, I am woman, I am rich, I am poor, I am husband and wife, I am rich, I am confused, I am intelligent, I am realized. I don't know when I am going to get realized. This I is a qualified I. See? Therefore, asangoham chidatmaham. This unqualified I Pratyagatmani niveshite. When this I thus drops everything, like we drop the waking world along with the waker and his experiences, so also the dream world. And in deep sleep, what is our experience? Now, if you catch this point, in deep sleep, who sleeps? If somebody is sleeping in deep sleep, he will not be able to talk about the experience of the deep sleep. See, those who have not come to this camp, they will not be able to talk about this camp. Then, deep sleep is an experience where there is no deep sleeper. Waking is an experience where there is a waker. Dream is an experience where there is a dreamer. In deep sleep, inquire, who sleeps? Therefore, this one simple statement, if you work on it, I had good sleep last night, but in between there were some bad dreams. We all say this. Now, who makes this statement? This statement cannot be made by the waker because he was not in the deep sleep. This statement cannot be made by the dreamer. He was not in the deep sleep. This statement cannot be made by the deep sleeper, the prajna. If he is sleeping, how does it know? See? So the one who is in the deep sleep but has not gone to sleep. See, friends. Asangoham chidatmaham pratyagatmani niveshite. When we thus inquire that the truth is, the one who makes this statement, I had a good sleep or bad dreams in between, he is the one who is illuminating the waking world, the waking experience, and also the waker without becoming any one of them. The one who makes this statement, he is neither the dream world, the dream experience, or the dreamer, but he who has eliminated all the three. And so also the deep sleep, the deep sleeper, the deep sleep experience and the deep sleep world. Now, what is the deep sleep world? Waking world we know, dream world we know. What is the deep sleep world? See? There is absence of waking. There is absence of dream. Therefore, when it is said, aham kimapi na janami, I know nothing. So that which is present in the absence of everything, that which gives existence even to the absence. See? Pratyagatmani niveshite. When our mind is thus withdrawn from the objectivity and do not get locked up in subjectivity. I think this is enough now. Go ahead. Nayam Atma balahīnena labhyaha. See, friends. Chidatmaham pratyagatmani niveshite vritti rahite. Now at this stage, there is no vritti. What is the vritti? I am a waker, I am a dreamer, I am a deep sleeper. No. Unqualified knowledge. Vritti rahite. The knowledge gained through the vritti, the thoughts, is qualified knowledge. vritti rahite, then samskara shesha matrataya. Now the mind is, the intellect is samskara shesha matrataya. Now the mind is free from all the samskara, the impressions that I am a waker, I am a dreamer, I am a deep sleeper. See? Who suffers is the waker. Who suffers is the dreamer. The more we become aware of this, these mantras straight away reveal our own essential nature. Samskara shesha matrataya sukshma rupena avastite chitte. Now the mind is so subtle. Now what is the subtlety and grossness of the mind? That mind which has gross objects as the content is a gross mind. That mind which has got subtle contents is a subtle mind. Like those who are interested in the stones and the bricks, gross mind. Those who are interested in the emotions, constantly crying, Krishna, 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 subtle mind. See? Therefore, samskara shesha matraya sukshma rupena avastite chitte. Now the mind is so subtle that there is no element of something extraordinary included in the mind. And therefore, avastite chitte atmanaha swarupa bhuta paramanando nirantaram samyak avirbhuyat. So when the mind dissolves in our essential nature, be attentive. Who started the sadhana? Who wanted to go to sleep? The waker. I am damn tired, I want to go to sleep. So what is the process of going to sleep? Don't demonstrate. We discard everything. Then everything means our name, fame, achievement, failure, possessions, relations, everything we discard. We come to our home. Then we discard the home also. We come to our room. We discard the room also. We go below the quilt. We discard the quilt also. And only one japa continues. I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time, I and want is. The sleep doesn't begin. See? And when this I who wanted to sleep, when he is dropped, see, then Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam kharr, kharr. Try to snore when you are awake. Now why people snore so loudly at night, deep sleep? Because they are happy. Can a miserable man snore? No. Therefore all those people who snore, they are realized. Thank God, we achieved success in our retreat. Now we are all realized. Happiness is expressed only as noise, isn't it? You go before the Lord and we don't stand quiet. That tang, 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 tang. We don't allow that God to sleep. Because we are happy and we make him miserable. See? Therefore, the whole process is like the ice cube is put in the water and do nothing. In due time, the ice cube will be dissolved. And after it is dissolved, try to take out the same ice cube out of it. You cannot. In the same manner. When we go to sleep, Upanishad says, Ahar Ahar Brahma Gamayati. Every night we are one with the divine. Only problem is, we have not recognized our own divinity. This is all the spiritual practices. See? It is so simple, straight. So, Nirantaram Samyak Avirbhuyat, may it be continuously maintained in our life. 19th mantra. Aham Atma Sakshi Kevalaha Chinmatra Swarupaha Na Jnanam Napi Tat Karyam Kintu Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Satya Paramananda Dvayam Brahmaivaham Asmiti Abhedena Avasthanam Samadhi Tatracha Antas Samadhina Drugdrishya Viveke Bahis Samadhina Brahma Sarga Viveke Cha Drude Jate Tena Vivekadvayena Ayam Galita Dehabhimanaha Vidyata Paramatma Tattvascha Bhuyat. We have to work on two fronts. First front is Aham Atma Sakshi Kevalaha Chinmatra Rupa. See. Meaning what? This I, Aham, the self Atma, Kevalaha. Kevalaha means where the divisions on account of any criteria is not valid. So what is our experience? I am a waker, the world is waking world, I am the experiencer. Here, Aham Atma Sakshi Kevalaha, the division knower known knowledge, experiencer, experienced, and experiencer is completely zero. Aham Atma Kevalaha. Immediately it will not happen. Then first Sakshi. Sakshi means we go through all the experiences of relativity. But we do not accept this relativity as real. See? Like we see the mirage waters, but we don't accept it as real. So our perception of the mirage waters is Sakshi. We are not worried about removing it or try to discuss about it. No need. Aham Atma Sakshi Kevalaha. Then Chinmatra Swarupaha. See friends, if you want to know the experience of this, our own being, take an example of mirror. Mirror reflects everything, rejects nothing. No impressions are formed on the mirror. When more things are reflected in the mirror, it is not a burden for the mirror. When the reflection is that of the fire, the reflection of the fire doesn't burn the mirror. This position is called as Sakshi. See? Now why this happens? Two conditions. First, it is not real, it is only a reflection. Reflection does not influence the media of reflection. If this is clear, then whatever is known by us is known by us through the mind, through the sense organs. Now, like I am seeing you all. In fact, I am not seeing you. I am seeing your reflection formed on my retina, caught up by the mind in the light of the consciousness, and my experience is that of your reflections and not you. See? Therefore, more people are added, more reflections, but reflections have no impact on the reflecting media. Now tell me what sadhana you have to do. I want to go to Himalayas and do meditation. There is a friend of mine. One day he came and said, Swamiji, I want to go to Himalayas and sit in the cave and do meditation. I said, before we do a big thing, let us do an experiment. Like, medicines are tried first on the guinea pigs, then on the human being. Yes. Then why not we do this thing? That time I was in Lonavala. I said, here there are many caves, Karla caves. And there is one temple, Ekvira Devi. I said, that Panditji is known to me, I'll give you a slip. Show it to him. He will allow you to stay near the caves or in the caves. He went there. After having gone there, 5 o'clock, Devi, Ekvira Devi was locked. She may run away. And Panditji came down because it is so dark, nothing is there. Now this Ekameva Dvitiya Brahma, he went in that cave. And after 15 minutes came out and met me. Swamiji, what? There is no light. There are no windows. There are so many mosquitoes and wild animals. How can I do meditation? I said, yes, you cannot do meditation. But then what should I do? I said, when you go home, on the way go to an artist and get a small board made, cave, C-A-V-E, and fix it on the door of your room. Again go back and again come. Oh, cave, enter and relax. See, friends, don't do this all acrobatics. See? So, aham atma sakshi kevalaha. So, in deep sleep, what happens? We discard everything. And we come to a point which cannot be discarded. Aheyam anupadeyam. Upanishad says, Naham manne suvedeti. See, I don't say I have known. Nona vedeti vedacha. Yonastad veda, nona vedechi vedacha. I don't say I have known, but it doesn't mean I have not known. I have known that it cannot be known. In this way I have known. Those who know in this way, they alone have known the truth. Understood? See, friends, languages become important. Therefore, aham atma sakshi kevalaha chinmatra swarupaha. Be laziest person in life. See? There were two lazy persons sleeping below a tree, and there were many berries on that blueberry tree. And when they were lying down like this, so one horseman was riding on his horse. He thought, what happened to these fellows? So he went, and one person said, see, that fellow is so miserable, so lazy. What happened? One berry fell on my stomach and it got hooked up in my umbilicus. So I told him, get up and put that berry in my mouth. But he is so lazy, he doesn't do anything. The other person said, no, he is more lazy than me. How? When one berry fell directly in my mouth, and because it has fallen, the saliva started coming out. And then the dog came and started licking. I told him, remove the dog, but he doesn't remove. They have realized. I want to do this, I want to do that, remove that. There is nothing to gain, nothing to lose. You don't become divine, my friends. See? And you don't lose anything. What is ours that we are going to lose? Living in this wisdom is Vedanta. Therefore, aham atma sakshi kevalaha chinmatra swarupaha. And therefore, na ajnanam na tat karyam. Therefore, ignorance. See? Many of us get lost in this word ignorance. Ignorance is not possible. Ignorance is incompleteness in knowledge. Knowledge can never be absent. See? I don't know who is he. Now in this statement, I don't know who is he, means what? I know him, knowledge. But who is he? That means the knowledge is incomplete. Absence of knowledge is an impossibility. Therefore, na ajnanam na tat karyam api. So we are neither the effect of ignorance nor the ignorance itself. Then we are divine. See? Kintu, but then what we are? Nitya, Shuddha, Buddha, Mukta, Satya, Paramananda, Advayam, Brahmaivaham Asmiti. This is our essential nature. Nitya, which doesn't suffer loss on account of time, space and object. Nitya, eternal. Which doesn't have the beginning, modification, end and absence. Nityam, Shuddham, which cannot have the impurity of ignorance. Ignorance doesn't exist. See? There is no karma, there is no punya karma, there is no papa karma, there is nothing to be achieved, no last life, this life, next life. These are all big bluffs. Don't get carried away by that. See? Why we get carried away? Because we have not learned the moral of the story. We have seen earlier, Tatparya Nirnay. What is the moral of the story? One day, in some of the talks, I was talking about to tell how the infinite cannot be known unless we merge in the infinite. You cannot know the infinite objectively. That was the main theme. So to make this point, I can make many stories, no problem. I said there was a well, and in that well there was a frog. And one fish from the ocean came in that well. So the frog in the well started asking, "Who are you?" So the fish said, "I am a fish." "Where from you are?" "Is it not our story? Whomsoever we meet." "What is your name?" "Where from you have come?" "We are in a frog condition." There is no need. But we, the frog, we start asking. So he said, "I am fish and I have come from ocean." "What is the ocean?" "I have come from Jumritalaya." "What is Jumritalaya?" So what is ocean? Ocean is collection of water. Collection of water. How much? Now what a frog can think? This much water. Small frog, small hand, this much water. So what the fish can do? Fish doesn't have neck. So he wagged his tail. No. See? Then the frog said, "This much water?" Again the fish said, "No." "This much water?" "No." Then he took a leap within the well water from here to here. "This much water," out of sarcasm. The fish said, "No." Then he jumped from wall to wall across. "This much water you mean?" And the fish said, "No, Baba." "Then come with me." They went to the ocean. Now it was the turn of the fish to ask a question. "How much is the water?" Mauna Vyakhya Prakatita Para Brahma Tattvam Yuvanam. What is the moral of the story? Swamiji, how this fish went to the well and how both of them went to the ocean. One elderly gentleman asked me this question. So I told him, by Kingfisher Airlines. What is the moral of the story? That we have to understand. So here also, na ajnanam na api tat karyam. Meaning what? Be attentive. Ajnanam is cause. Karya, effect, is the world. The truth is beyond cause and effect. Karya karana mithya. For being, no cause is required. If you become a husband, what is the cause? Your marriage. Think. So this is the purpose of this statement. Na ajnanam na api tat karyam. Meaning, the truth is beyond the scope of cause and effect. Therefore, when anybody asks you any question, use my Maha Mantra, which I was initiated by our NRI children in USA. You ask the NRI children in USA anything, they have got the same reply. Like we have got this Gayatri Mantra. Gayatri Mantra start from where? Tat saviturvarenyam bhargo devasya dhimahi dhiyo yo na prachodayat. Before chanting that mantra, we have to add the three Vyahrutis. Om Bhur Bhur Saha. That is not the part of Gayatri Mantra. In the same manner, you ask these kids in USA, hey, what you want to become after you finish your studies? They will be invoking the Gayatri, this Vyahruti. A, U, E, and the mantra comes. I don't know. This I don't know is such a powerful mantra, thereafter no question comes. This is what I have learned from you all. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupa. Why God created this world? Ask the God. Don't ask me. Don't create cause, effect, because of this happened. No, nothing. Go beyond cause and effect. Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupa. Then Advaya Brahma Eva Aham Asmi Iti. This is what exactly my essential nature. Therefore, nothing to do, nowhere to go. See, all those who have come to save this world, our Nisargadatta Maharaj used to say, all those who have come to save this world, they were shaved off. The world has always been like this. Nothing can be improved in this world. In Satya Yuga, there was Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha. In Treta Yuga, there was Ravana, Kumbhakarna ityadi. In Dwapar Yuga, there was Kamsa, Duryodhan, Dushyasan. In Kali Yuga, we are all there. What is new in this world? See? Avidyāya mantare vartamana swayam dhīrāha panditam manyamana dandramyamana pariyanti mūಢāha andhe naiva niyamana yatandha. One blind leading the other blind. See? Therefore, Brahmaivaham asmi abhedena avasthanam samadhi. So what is samadhi? Samadhi is not sitting tightly and waiting when the meditation is over. I was in Portugal. There was International Yoga Conference. I was called there. And then that local person, he used to write before his name, Jagat Guru, some Portugal name, Ananda at the end. And he said, we'll go for meditation in a holy garden of Fatima. It was so hot like here. And all of us were led there. And then, now you sit down. Stones, bricks, all the kind of dirty grass. So now you sit, and he took out one bell, what we ring before Bhagavan, that bell he took out. When I ring the bell, start meditation. Then again I ring the bell, meditation over. So, I never do meditation. Therefore, what I did, I found one shrub, one stone, cold and cool. I went and stood there. And then free drama going on. Everybody sitting. And what must be the meditation? When the second bell goes. That which begins and ends is a cartoon. See? Otherwise that becomes, I have done meditation every day, half an hour. But nobody recognizes. Then I am a meditator. See Maharaj. Therefore, this abhedena avasthanam samadhi, where the division of knower-known knowledge doesn't exist. Known is objective world, knower is the subjective one, the contact between the two is the knowledge. So the knowledge is divided into knower and the known. In deep sleep, there is no knower. There is nothing to be known. Why? What is deep sleep? Experience of absence of waking and dream. Absence is that which is supported by something which is eternal presence. That which supports even the absence is our essential nature. Abhedena avasthanam samadhi. That is called samadhi. Tatracha, in this state, tatracha antasamadhina, now we are thus fully 100% available within ourselves. Forget about the world. Antasamadhina, drugdrishya viveke and baisamadhina, brahma sarva viveke. What is the antasamadhi? Therefore, the division between the knower and the known is invalid. So, knowledge without the knower is the truth. Therefore, a wise man cannot have the abhiman, arrogance of knowledge. Because knowledge is that where the knower is not born. See? So, anta, tatracha anta samadhina drugdrishya viveke. Because everything is happening inside, in our mind. And bahisamadhina, and by outer world, what is to be done? Brahma sarga vivekecha drude sati. Then what is outside? Outside is the forms and their names. Be attentive. Forms are outside, names of those forms are inside. This mic doesn't know it is called as mic. We call it as a mic. So where is the world? World is not only outside, the world is equally inside. Be very attentive. Inside outside illusion is valid only after body identification. In deep sleep, when there is no body identification, that time we are inside the body or outside the body. We are inside the room or outside the room. Then what is the experience? There is experience of happiness without a happy person being born. See? In one of my talk, two persons sitting right in the front. One was the descendant of Kumbhakarna, and other was the descendant of what you call Dunlop. sitting together. When my talk started, the Kumbhakarna dissolved his ego. And there was a Dunlop pillow. He took it. And when the Dunlop pillow wanted to move, but he was original Kumbhakarna, put the hand. And I was really enjoying it. Why should I get disturbed when somebody sleeps? Let them sleep. So, after the lecture was over, the Kumbhakarna was the first. Swamiji, you are awesome. And he did namaskar and went away. Then the Dunlop came. Swamiji, you are seeing me, sleep. I said, cool. What for you have come here? For misery or happiness? I came to happy, but I said, be cool. He got the happiness. You are still struggling. Therefore, those who sleep in satsang, I like them the most. See, friends, there is a satsanga, but no satsangi. There is a joy, but there is no enjoyer. There is a karma, but there is no doer. There is a misery, but there is no miserable. This is the meaning. Therefore, anta samadhina drugdrushe viveke. So, what should be the viveka inside? That any object gives us problem if we have given importance to that. Let the world be as it is, why worry? If somebody is sleeping in the satsang, let him sleep. If you want, you can join with him, no problem. But what happens? We have got certain obsessions. Things should be like this, things should be like that. And they become all the time angry on every small thing. See, this happened in Bombay, in one place. My lectures were organized. So I went there and then normal introduction. And how was the introduction? Now our Swamiji has come, relax. I said, what kind of introduction? So I asked him, I said, what do you mean by this thing? Then he explained, before you Swamiji, till yesterday there was one Swamiji and his lecture was there. He is very well read, very erudite, knows really very well. But if somebody comes 5 seconds late, he will eat him raw. And if somebody gets up in between and goes out, he becomes again angry. See, if I, the speaker, doesn't get influenced by the disturbance, people will also not get disturbed. But if I get disturbed, why you are late? You must have seen in many places, they have a board outside. Meditation in progress. Don't disturb. No entry after 6:05. In bracket, unwritten. We are already disturbed. We don't require disturbance. A simple rule. Refuse to be disturbed is anta samadhina drugdrushe viveke. How do we do that? Devalue everything in this world. Then you will be at peace. This is manufacturer's defect. What can you do? They will be returned back. You can't do anything. Then, Bahi Samadhina, Brahma Sarga Viveke. Outside, Brahma, Paramatma, Sarga, creation. Creator, created. There Viveka. Now what is the Vivek there? Ishavasa Upanishad. Ishavastimidam sarvam yat kincha jagatyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha ma grudakasya siddhanam. So what will be the Viveka in the external world? Viveka will be that whatever we see, yat kincha, Ishavasyam, is permeated by the divine presence. And once we look upon the world as the divine presence, our interactions start changing. As is our vision, so is our interaction. As is our interaction, so is our experience. As is our experience, so is our life. Where from it starts? It starts from the vision, what we are seeing. Now if we accept the whole world is Paramatma, then the first thing that will happen, that tena chaktena bhunjitha. Bhunjitha atmanam palayatha. Protect yourself from indulgence in the worldly objects. Because with the God you don't do bhoga, you do yoga. See? In one temple, there was one mother, she went with her son. And Shiva temple. Shiva temple outside there is a Nandi Maharaj. Now the child doesn't know anything. He saw that Nandi. Oh, mama, I am very happy. You have come over here. He went and rode on that Nandi. Now the child doesn't know. Will you and me do? We have seen the divine presence even in that stone. The child has not seen. Tena chaktena bhunjitha. Our attitude towards the world of indulgence will automatically reduced. This is the Brahma Sarga Viveke Sati. So don't look upon the world as a place of indulgence and enjoyment. When these two things happen, so now first vision has changed. Whatever is seeing is God. And then Antasamadhina, that we are living our life with this understanding and not mechanically. When these two things happen, cha drudhe sati, when this becomes firm. See? Now one of the biggest problem is, till such time, the notion that inside and outside is real, samsara will continue. What is our present experience? I am inside and the mic is outside. See? Then samsara is continuing. But in deep sleep, no identification with the body. There is no inside the body, outside the body. See? Therefore, all happiness, snoring begins. Now be attentive, I am telling you something very deep. If you can catch this point, you will know what is the meaning of spiritual life. We are inside the hall. What is inside the hall? Space. What is outside the hall? Space. So what is our understanding? The hall is in the space. Space is not limited by the hall. Do you have to do anything? This is the truth. Now, next step. External air, internal air. External air we may call anything. Internal air we call prana shakti. If internal air and external air, their union is cut for some time. Like how? Do kumbhak. How long? Half an hour. Then what will happen? No question will come. So, the air is outside, the air is inside, is it not? Therefore, what should be the understanding? Like the hall is in the space, in the same manner, the body is in the air. Air is not in the body. Expanding. Next step. Any object which is not included in the mind doesn't exist for us. So object is outside, which is included in the mind. The knowledge happens inside, which is included in the mind. Therefore, outside also mind and inside also mind. Therefore, the prana, life, the body, they are in the mind. Mind is not limited by them. See, what is our condition? अन्नमय कोशः, अन्योन्तरात्मा प्राणमयः, अन्योन्तरात्मा मनोमयः, अन्योन्तरात्मा विज्ञानमयः, अन्योन्तरात्मा आनंदमय, अन्योन्तरात्मा परमात्मा, अंगुष्ठ मात्र पुरुष. अंगुष्ठ मात्र पुरुष means you have understood nothing. See, friends, we are not in the body is in me. When this hall is destroyed, will there be any loss to the space? When the body is destroyed, will the body space go out and enter another body? When the bulb becomes fused, will the light from the bulb go in search of another fuse bulb and enter there? But we get so much influenced by these stories. Last life, this life, next life. These are all the moral of the story. But instead of understanding the moral of the story, our question is, in which language the fish spoke to the frog in the well? He spoke in the fishy language. Okay. But how the frog understood? He understood in the froggy language. Moral of the story should be clear. Therefore, we have seen that Tatparya Nirnay Shad Vidilanga Matrena. Unless that happens, all that we imagine that we are walking spiritual path, we are studying scriptures, is only dil bahlane ke liye galib khayal acha hai. We are deceiving ourselves. See? Nayamatma pravachanena labhyaha न मेधया न बहुना श्रुतेन यमै वेश वृणुते तेन लभ्यः तस्यैष आत्मा विवृणुते तनुं स्वाम. अयम आत्मा प्रवचनेन गिवेन न लभ्यः. By giving the pravachan, nothing happens. Ayam Atma listening pravachanena nabhya. You may keep on listening, nothing is going to happen. Yamai vesha vrunute tena labhya. When the divine Atma chooses us, then he manifests through us. See? Now if I want to get some work done, what I will do? I will search for a fit person, a capable person, a willing person, and who is freely available. If I want to get some work done. If somebody is, there is one lady in Bombay, she always, Swamiji, please tell me what work should I do? I want to do something for you. I said, promise, yes. From now on, never come to my house. It's enough. Because whom will I select? One who is capable. In the same manner, he is also searching for a fit instrument through whom he can express. Therefore, what is the spiritual practice for us? Uddared atmanatmanam natmanam avasadayet atmaiva atmano bandhu atmaiva ripuratmana. There are 4 atma here. Which atma is what? Find out. See, friends. Therefore, तत्र च अंत समाधिना दृग्दृश्य विवेके बहि समाधिना बहि ब्रह्म सर्ग विवेके दृढ़ जाते सति तेन विवेक द्वयेन. These are the 2 areas where we have to practice the viveka discrimination. The discrimination anta is what? We are not becoming an experiencer of any experience. When we don't become experiencer of any experience, we will not talk about our experience. Will the mirror talk about? Before you came, there was a great cinema actress. She was so beautiful. Now you have come, get away. No. There is an experience. No experience be born. Experiencer be born. So, Viveka Dvayena. So, inside, when we are leading, this I, so much of I. I have done this thing, I. And ultimately, they open an account in ICICI Bank. You know that ICICI Bank? IC is identity crisis. Second IC is I am confused. And this is what I am. See, friends. So Viveka Dvayana means what? Let the I be not born in us. Everything is happening by God's will. Therefore, jo thari rahe so mari rahe. The day you take this principle in your life, you are out of the law of karma. Law of karma is applied on those who are karma kandi, who want to do any karma kanda. They will first of all give you sankalpa. In that sankalpa they will say, in this place, in this time, in this son, his daughter, blah 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 blah, and karma karishye. Unless there is a kartrutva abhiman, karma cannot happen. And kartrutva abhiman is a problem. See? Therefore, when we are leading our life, let us not try to prove anything to anybody. Viveka, Dvayana, Anta Viveka. And Bahir Viveka is Galita Dehabhimana. We don't have to struggle to prove anything to anybody in this world. See? All our practice, life is, we want to prove. Holier than thou. Galita Dehabhimana. Then Vijnata Paramatma Tattvam Chabhuyat. So ultimately, what is the conclusion of all this thing? Only two steps. First step on the spiritual path is freedom from body identification. If we do not refer our body identification, we have nothing to talk. Therefore, देखो, सुनो, मत बोलो. What we talk is with reference to our past. Past belongs to the body, not to us. So the first spiritual practice is what it is like being other than the body. Play on that issue. What it is being other than the body, like what it could be. So, I am other than this mic. Yes, no doubt about it. So, if somebody taps the mic, nobody is tapping me. But I am other than the body. This mic has got two colors, black and white. I am not a black and white. This mic is amplifying the sound. I am not amplifying the sound. Therefore, attributes of the mic, they do not apply to me. Now start working. Body has a shape. Now we are playing spirituality, not doing. Now start playing spiritual life. If I am other than the body, what does it mean? Now play. What is body? Body has got a shape. Okay. If I am other than the body, then what it is like being formless. When the mind is given an object which is formless, the mind will drop the body. Mind with body identification is somebody. When the mind drops the body identification, nobody. First step. Play only on this. Except while driving the car. Then second thing, is there anything in this world which is formless? Again start searching in your mind. Is there something in this? Yes, there is one. What? Space. Yes, space is formless. So let me play meditation. What it is like being space. Space has no beginning, no center, no end. Got it? Do we have the experience of birth? No, no beginning. Do we have the experience of growth? No. Others tell you are old. Do we have the experience of death? No. Now what we have to do? Tell me. Therefore all spiritual practice is undoing all what we have been doing in life. See? When we thus take up this, Viveka Dvayana Ayam Galita Deha Bhimanaha. So in the absence of body identification, then what remains? Vidnyata Paramatma Tattvasya Bhuyat. But then what is, we are told that you are not body, but you are the jiva, the soul, and make a soul curry out of it. See? You know what is our expertise? Our expertise is, we blame others for all the problems of our life. If I am a husband, I am miserable because of the wife. So simple. So, the first step on spiritual path is stop blaming the world for anything that is happening. Then how can we do that? One husband came talk to me, Swamiji, I am so fed up, my wife is really torturing me, what should I do? Now when somebody comes, we are there to support them or to make them more miserable? To support them. So I said, look here, in the last life, she was your wife. Then that time you have tortured her. And she was doing Karwa Chauth. The Vratam, in that Vratam, the wife asked, oh Lord, let him be my husband for next 7 lives. She is not going to leave you. But then I don't remember I had tortured her. You may not remember, but you did it. Therefore she is taking the revenge with interest. Then what to do? Now behave properly with her. Otherwise, again next life she will be your wife. No such jokes. Now put this together. First, we stop blaming the world, and second, we become responsible for our life. When these two things come together, we have entered the spiritual path. And therefore, this topic of jiva or the soul is brought. It is not to prove. The understanding should be different, and what we have is different. Understanding should be, in the last life, before this body was born, I was there. In this life, I am there. When this body drops, again I will be there to suffer or enjoy. Means what? It is not meaning jiva, meaning we are a continuous, unbroken existence. That is the meaning. But so buried under this notion, I am inside the body. And therefore, when they do meditation, don't disturb. Pause, nikal how are you? All rubbish. Get out of it, and then tena viveka dvayana galita deha bhimanaham par vidnyata paramatma tattvasya bhuyat. May this happen to us. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. According to my watch, it is 10:44. We'll meet at 11:44 according to my watch.